So you can think about when I first learned about fascia, it was actually my chiropractor that told me about this like years and years and years ago. And she was like, imagine it's like the saran wrap, that kind of like keeps your body together and upright. We have our skin and we have our muscles and our bones, of course, and our organs, but think of your fascia as this connective network, this saran wrap that kind of keeps you together and upright. And the fascia is very tied into our lymphatic system. And so when we have resistance in our fascia or when our lymphatic system is not flowing properly, then we can end up with chronic symptoms. We can end up being much more sensitive to mold and mycotoxins. There's several reasons, but this is part of the reason why some people can go to work in a moldy, sick building and not have any symptoms. And then there's people like me who was at work and that's where I got really sick and it flipped my whole life in a complete 180. This is part of it. There's other components too, but that's part of it. And then it also holds information about our bodies. People who have past trauma and a lot of nervous system dysregulation, they truly need a lot of fascia support because they have more rigidity or more adhesions. Maybe they have a lot of scars and that restricts flow. And we want to make sure that our lymph is flowing, our water is structured, our fascia is not rigid and bound up so that we can carry out our cellular functions that we're meant to do and not get stuck. Because when we get stuck, when we have that rigidity, that's when chronic symptoms come into play.